there. Welcome to another edition of the Newspaper Review, reaching you live from the studios of ACNNTV in Abuja. It is time to look at what the pages of papers are saying this morning. I am Simon.
And I am Charles Philip Wakolam. You are right on time for live update of current affairs. Let's begin with the Nation newspaper, which has a leading story. Presidency queries FIRS boss Fowler over tax cash. That is the leading story on the Nation newspaper. And if you look down, agency to explain variant in revenue. That is a response to that query. Okay, let's move up just below the masthead. NNPC picks 15 firms to lift crude. No federal government ban on food imports. And an inside story, man who regained sight after 21 years to begin school. Called suspects held. You get that on page 4. Above the masthead, presentation of certificates to INEC not mandatory. That story is on page 11. 209 million naira seized assets. ICPC to prosecute federal government official. Page 8. Omotosho, Bello, Ibokwe, others take oath tomorrow. Team Nigeria goes for African Games glory. Find all those on page 37. Okay, let's come down to the bottom strip story. IPOB targets Southeast governors Nwodo, Buratai for attacks abroad. Senators Ohaneze knock group over Ekweremadu. Pages 8 and 43. And the final story here, JAM to withdraw results of candidates who tamper with scores. Page 14. Over to you, Smart.
All right, thank you, Charles. And from the blueprint, just below the masthead, no ban on food importation. Federal government declares. 7-year-old boy sold for 2 million naira. Regained freedom 2 years after. Detail on page 7. And the lead story says, Osibanjo to opposition PDP. Join APC before you die. And the PDP responded by saying, your party can only offer doom. And the big picture, Katsina State government, Governor Aminu Masari, right? Senate President Ahmed Lawan, second left. Senator Ahmed Bappa, left. Then Senator Einaya Abaribe, right, and other senators at the state government official visit during the Senate's visit to Governor recently in Katsina. And the bottom strip story says, we will flush out bad elements from Southwest. And that is coming from Fulani Group, page 17. Varsity workers begin 5 days warning strike today, page 32. And on page 9, court held APC from removing Abdul Qadir as vice chair. Chief Jukun crisis disgraceful and unnecessary. That is coming from UTIF, page 7. And UK court judgment, Nigeria's foreign reserves risks more depletion, page 34. And we move above, we move beside the masthead. Beside the masthead, we have other stories there. 48% Yobe LGs affected by flood. And that is coming from SEMA, page 20. And on page 5, Southeast governors, PDP chair, others condemn attack on Ekweremadu. And finally, Hajj, 313 quit smoking after visiting clinic. And that is a report. detail on page 26, and that will be all from the Blueprint newspaper.
Okay, and that will take us to the This Day newspaper. I'll start from the top. NNPC awards oil swap contract to Oando, 14 other consortia. Lawan, Okowa, PDP, others condemn attack on Ekweremadu, page 8. And coming down below the masthead, Buhari clarifies directive on forex, says no ban on food imports. And the leading story here says, following persistent revenue shortfall, presidency queries FIRS boss Fowler to file response today. That is according to the kicker. Okay, the picture there, mission in Kigali, Chairman United Bank for Africa, UBA, Mr. Tony Elumelu, left, and the President of Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame, during a courtesy visit by Elumelu to Kagame at the Presidential Palace in Kigali. It happened recently. And then if you look at the bottom strip story there, IMN, Elza Zaki didn't seek asylum in India. The detail is on page 10, and that is the last story in front of this day newspaper. Over to you.
All right, thank you, Charles. We now go on a short break, and when we return, the newspaper review continues. Please stay with us.
In an environment ideal for learning, admission into JSS1 is the Anglican International Academy, AIA, is a Christian co-educational school located in the Zito district of Abuja. We have highly qualified teachers who we train and retrain for continuous professional development. Our teacher-student ratio and ultra-modern facilities meet international educational standards. AIA officially opens from September 2019, so avail your child the opportunity to acquire knowledge in an environment ideal for learning and spiritual growth. Admission into JSS1 is on. Forms are available at Episcopal House, 24 Douala Street, Wuse Zone 5, All Saints School, Wuse Zone 3, and Anglican Girls Grammar School, Apo, Abuja. For inquiries, call 080-3311-3935 or 080-3955-8787. Anglican International Academy. Excellence, faith, and integrity. Our
You're welcome back. Let's continue with the front pages of the newspaper. Smarts will continue.
We have the leadership newspaper with me here. 15 companies win contract to lift Nigeria's crude oil. And El-Zaki denies seeking asylum in India, page 14. And the lead story says, presidency beams searchlight on Federal Inland Revenue Service and head of service. Detail on page 4. Queries Fowler over drop in revenue generation as EFCC prepares charges against Oyoita others. All right, and we have the big picture. Is that of celebration of birthday. Okay, I guess Onyegu celebrating its birthday. And the bottom strip story, varsity workers ground academic activities as warning strike begins today. Uproar as Hausa Yoruba traders clash in Lagos. Detail on page 12. And on page 27, litigation stock take off of 4.6 billion naira Onisha port. Tribunal adopts PMB APC's final addresses August 21, and detail on page 5. And on page 13, $16 billion power spending. Sarah backs EFCC prop of OBJ. That will be all from the leadership newspaper.
Right, over to Nigerian Tribune. Presidency gives more insight into forex ban on importation, on food importation. Get that on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune. Then just below the masthead, Makinde appoints ex-Lagos Commissioner of Police, Owosheni, the security advisor. That is on page 5. Then Afe Babalola gets AU award, page 2. Kogi 2019, why I want to be governor. That's coming from Adoji. I'll fight corruption if elected governor, says Orugun, page 36. And above the masthead, presidency queries FRS chief Fowler over worsening revenue. That story starts from the front page and continues on page 33. Let's come down where we have a picture, the scene of clash between scavengers, mostly Hausa, and area boys who are mostly Yoruba at a market on the Lagos-Abeokuta highway. It happened on Sunday. And by the right of the picture, no communication from Ogun, Ondo, over Olokola deep sea ports, says the MPA, page 10. And that is the picture of the chairman, UBA, Mr. Tony Elumelu, during his courtesy visit to Rwanda President Paul Kagame. By the left of the picture, 5 arrested as scavengers clash with area boys in Lagos, page 31. Federal government orders condemn attack on Ekweremadu by IPOB in Germany, page 9. Bottom strip stories, 500 houses lost to Jigawa flood. Residents in 6 local government areas in Kwara warned to relocate. Residents in 6 local government areas in Kwara warned to relocate, page 34. I wonder where they are relocating to. Alright, stay away from your duty posts, says the NASU and the SSANU to university workers. Says strike begins today. Get the details on page 5. More trouble for El Zakzaki as federal government prepares fresh charges against him. He didn't seek asylum in India, says the IMN, page 9. Presidential election, why Atiku's petition should be dismissed. Buhari tells Tribunal. Get that on page 32. That is the final story here.
All right, from the New Telegraph, just below the masthead, ICPC sees 209 million naira mole from budget office official. Detail on page 4. And on page 9, kidnappers reduce Sia's mom's ransom to 220 million naira. I beg your pardon. Recently, FIFA has banned him from all football-related activities
for life.
I didn't know that the mother is still in the kidnappers' den.
Yes, there haven't been any reports as regards the release or no release. So.
Okay. All right. Varsity workers begin 5 days warning strike. Detail on page 31. There we go again. What do you think?
Wow. It's become a recurring event. Comes up every now and then. I don't know what to say. But I think the government should really look into the future of Nigeria by settling the issue with the different unions of the universities.
All right. Just beside that, on page 7, Lawan Omo Agege Kalu Abaribe condemn attack on Ekweremadu. There we go again. I watched the video of that attack. It dawned on me that Nigeria is already sitting on a gunpowder and it will explode any moment. And of course, if you can relate that with what happened in Lagos, the clash between Yoruba and Hausa traders.
Yes.
All of these things is because of the situation where we find ourselves. There is enmity everywhere, problems everywhere. Unless something is done very soon, so that one will not be a prophet of doom, but it will be very difficult for politicians to travel outside of this country, because I'm seeing it from this attack of Ikoremadu. All right, but it's a pity. We should find a better way of solving our problems.
According to reports now from the dailies, they are still targeting other
leaders. Wow. All right. The lead story in New Telegraph says, Buhari, Atiku has failed to prove allegations against me. And the kicker says, asks tribunal to dismiss petition for lack of evidential proof. President insists he won February 23rd election. Detail on page 4. And we have the picture tag Lagos. 4 hospitalized, 5 arrested as Hausa and Yoruba clashed. Detail on page 8. Then the bottom strip story, 36 foreign and local firms grab NNPC's oil swap deals. Owando, Total, Sahara, others win contracts as 15 consortia. Detail on page 5. And finally, from the New Telegraph, study links silent strokes to cognitive decline. Study links silent strokes to cognitive decline. Detail on page 31. And that will be all from the New Telegraph.
Right. I think some of the stories found their way on most of the dailies. The president is giving more insight or explanation on the forex ban on food importation.
Yes.
Saying it didn't actually ban food importation, and the attack, the attack on Ikoremadu, and of course the FIRS issue. All right, and that is how we bring it to a close today. We shall see you on Wednesday. But before then, please be blessed.
Bye.
The Anglican International Academy, AIA, is a Christian coeducational school located in the Zido district of Abuja. We have highly qualified teachers who we train and retrain for continuous professional development. Our teacher-student ratio and ultra-modern facilities meet international educational standards. AIA officially opens from September 2019, so avail your child the opportunity to acquire knowledge in an environment ideal for learning and spiritual growth. Admission into JSS1 is on. Forms are available at Episcopal House, 24 Douala Street, Wuse Zone 5, All Saints School, Wuse Zone 3, and Anglican Girls Grammar School, Apo, Abuja. For inquiries, call 080-3311-3935 or 080-3955-8787. Anglican International Academy. Excellence, faith, and integrity. Our
Did you know Jesus said, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost"? Did you know ACNN reaches out to all African, European, and Asian countries? Did you know ACNN produces programs that provides Bible-based solutions to your everyday needs? Would you consider partnering with us in order to help us reach out to more souls? Then, become a part of ACNNTV Kingdom Investment Partnership. You can be a monthly or a yearly partner. Make partnership payments into this Zenith Bank account. Account name, Brother Communications Limited. Account number 1013267532. For more details and confirmation of your AKIP subscription, please call +234 703 2656 544. You can also reach us via email